Hello, duelists, and welcome to the King's Court. Now, this is going to be I guess you could almost say a bit of a card review slash hero discussion video that I've been wanting to do for a couple of days since the ban list, really. Now, the the reason there's a copy of E-Hero Burstinatrix right here on the field, none. Oh my god, that's not in the field right here in the middle of the video is because this is going to be the part of the discussion of the video. The new Flame Wingman card, Flame Wingman Skydive Scorcher. Now, the reason it's Burstinatrix and not Flame Wingman is I can't find my Flame Wingman card. Here's the thing. Way before we started the channel, I had like a big collection of GX cards. Hero fan. So I obviously used to have a bunch of GX cards, but I ended up selling them off a while back just because obviously, you know, adulting sucks. But what can you do? So this is I've been like digging, trying to rebuild my GX collection, and this is like one of the Burst tricks from the original structure deck. So I don't have the Avion either, unfortunately. So this is what I have to do for right now because this kind of fits into it. The new Elemental Hero Flame Wingman Skydive Scorcher. Now, in case anyone hasn't seen the card yet, this is a level 8 monster and it has a very interesting ability. Now, if you've also been keeping up with the new cards that have been getting not leaked, but like the information we'll be getting for the next future sets, there it seems to be more legacy support because we're also getting a new shooting Quasar Dragon and a new Code Talker card. So it seems like they're going for the whole legacy support for a lot of the protagonist main ace cards, which I'm happy for. More hero cards. So it seems like they're trying to implement this new tagging effect, from what I can tell. Like the new Quasar lets you tag out into to the original Quasar, and this new E hero lets you summon a level 7 hero monster from either your deck or your grave that can't be normal summoned or set. So that's very interesting. So basically, you can use it to summon a monster from your extra deck. You also have to use a normal fusion target to use this effect. So I'm very interested to see how this card can be implemented, especially with Neos Fusion. I feel like this card could be very powerful in a Neos Steam deck, which I'm super excited for because, I'll show her here. Here on the channel, I primarily talk about heroes because it's my favorite deck, along with like Dolce and another deck I'm working on online. If you've seen our first Master Duel video, I have some more coming up soon, so be ready for that. Ah, here it is. Um, in the back, I like in the back burner, combined with for our really quickly for our Digimon viewers. I'm really sorry we haven't uploaded a Digimon video in almost a month. It's been a bit of a dry spell, but as of recording this video, the pre-release is already happening at our locals. So we're going to be trying to get as much of the new cards as we can. So when anyone here because here's the thing, for here I want to talk about the deck I like to talk about for Yu-Gi-Oh is Heroes, but for Digimon it's Black War Greymon. So for anybody here who's watching this also interested in Black War Greymon discussions in general for the Digimon TCG, I'll be coming back as soon as I can with that. As soon as I get the cards, I got a couple of my friends are hooking me up, so go me. Now, I'm actually in the back while working on Black War Greymon. I've also been working on a deck for Neos. Like this is what I got so far. I got some other stuff, and I've been messing with the deck online. So honestly, like spare honest Neos I had. Don't worry, the sleeve is the side. Like, I got a good amount of Neos cards already, so I'm already trying to work on a build for Neos that I want to play at my locals and bring back here for the next locals report. So be ready for that if you're excited. I don't think they use it. Okay, I know they don't use Glow Neos because Glow Neos is pretty much the worst one, but I don't know. I just like Glow Moss. I don't know. Something about him always made me laugh ever since I was a kid. So, but basically, ignoring him, this is what I got so far. So I'm working on a build, and as soon as I got it to the way I like it, be ready for a Neos deck profile, as well as an updated hero deck list, because another point of this video I wanted to discuss was the return of the king. And by that, I'll get to it in a sec. So, in the comments, let me know what you think of the new elemental hero Flame Wingman Skydive Scorcher. Do you think this could be a card that only Neos decks can run? Or do you think even Omni Hero deck players like us could run it as well? I think that for tech, it could maybe make it in Omni Heroes, but I feel like this is a card that screams Neo support personally. So go ahead and let me know in the comments. We reply to every comment we get. We're so close to 50 subscribers. I can almost taste it. And so if you can, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe for more future Yu-Gi-Oh videos as well. As soon as we get to 50 subscribers, me and Channel Member Michael are going to do our first update video, because we're already going to be hitting 50 videos. So we're actually shocked. We didn't even notice that. So we want to do our first update video to the channel. Discuss, we're not changing our stuff. We're just going to start trying to bring more of a consistent schedule, basically. So if you want to see all that and you're willing to go on this crazy ride with us, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and let's get to the rest of the video. Now, by Return of the King, I'm talking about the main man himself. Any of you who like DC, who like Lobo, you must probably like that reference. Now, this ain't no Dark Knight Bane. This is Malicious Bane. Now, I wanted to use this video to discuss the possibilities of how I think Malicious Bane could be brought back to the Omni Hero deck list. Now, originally, the reason... Now, if you go back to my older hero videos, I used to always talk about how great Bane is, how powerful he is, and I would not take him out. But, unfortunately, I would eventually eat those words, because this was before tier limits came out. This is before tier limit Shizu was even a thing, before we got those cards. Now that time has pretty much come and gone, this opens up the possibilities of running the Malicious Bane package. Now, in case anyone watching this is new to Heroes or has never seen Malicious Bane, here's what it is. Let me get the other cards. Let's see. And let's see. Here it is. Here they are. So my deck right there. Now, okay. Now, in case anyone's not sure, Evil Hero Malicious Bane is a level 8 dark attributed fiend monster with both 3k attack and 3k defense. He requires an Evil Hero monster and a level 5 or higher monster. So, his requirements are not hard to make. Basically, we would use him with Evil Hero Adjusted Gold, which is himself a fiend monster that you discard from your hand to add Dark Calling, which is basically the Evil Hero version of Miracle Fusion. Banished from the field, or I think it's actually your hand as well. I only ever use it for the grave effect. Let's see. That must be some list from your hand and or graveyard. Yep. So it's kind of better actually, because Miracle Fusion only lets you fuse from the field or the grave. So it's basically a better Miracle Fusion. So originally we would run this package in our hero decks because Bane is kind of, I guess you could almost say, the big boss monster for the deck, kind of. This is before DP as well, but he works even, him and DP are like best buddies. They're like, I'm crossing my fingers, but they're like this. It's because Bane cannot be destroyed by card effects. So what you would do, you would use DP's effect to target Bane, and then you would just blow up, and then you would blow up the target card you choose in your opponent's field, and Bane won't be destroyed, but your opponent's card will be destroyed. So you get to keep both your monsters. It's good for quick OTKs. But the reason we stopped running him, yeah, you may be thinking, oh, he's great. And plus, also, he blows up, he's a mini nuke. He blows up all cards your opponent's side of the field that were special summon that have attack less than him. And these days, most decks can't even get above 3,000 for a monster. So he pretty much nukes the field, pretty much. So, and he gains attack after blowing them up. Not only that, if let's say you have a Dread Decimator or something, your opponent's monsters are going to be, or if you have DPE as well, since DPE's ability to lower attack points, these cards just go hand in hand with each other. So you may be thinking to yourself, why would we ever cut Bane or why would we stop playing him? Most hero players did at least. Well, the problem is that tier limits. Now, let's say hypothetically we were going first and we had either Dark Calling or Adjusted Gold in our hand. Not a big deal. Thanks to Vion or even Shadow Mist, we can either send him to the grave with Vion or even add him to the hand with Shadow Mist, and there you go, start fusing. The problem was because tier limits focused on milling our decks, we pretty much would never be able to see our cards at the same time. If Adjusted Gold got milled and Dark Calling was in your hand, okay, you're fine. But that was so rare, like it's something you couldn't rely on. So that's why most players ended up cutting Bane, because tier limits basically were always constantly milling our decks to the point where we lose the package and one of the cards would just become dead in our hand. And Bane would unfortunately just be taking up a space in our extra deck. So that was the issue. But with tier limits and Shizu pretty much getting nerfed to the point they have, it might be time to start bringing back Bane, because not only can they not nearly do the whole chain 7, 8, 9, 10 chains that they did originally, they can't mill you out like they did. They hardly could, and thanks to all the abundance of cards that can negate effects, usually they get like one or two off and then you're fine. So I feel like this brings in the possibility that we could start playing Bane again. And I feel like it's a good time too, because not only is tier limits Shizu getting hit, but with Kashtira coming out, we're going to need more bigger, beefier monsters to deal with them. So I feel like this could be a good call. Now, what would we take out? Now, I can't say for everyone. I can only speak for myself. But originally in my deck list, if you go back and check out my most previous deck profile, I think it was titled Second Place Locals Hero Deck Profile. Go check that out. Almost at, we're actually close to 1,000 views in that. Oh my goodness! Thank you everyone. In there, I was running Vision Hero Trinity, and I never go into Trinity. I'm gonna be honest. Anyone here who also plays Heroes, how often do you really go into Trinity? And almost, yes, there are the rare occasions, I know, but out of how many times do you not go into him? So personally, that's what I replaced Bane with when I had to take him out, because I was worried about the tier limit matchup. So there are like 3 tier limit players in my locals, but now that it's gone, don't have to worry. So I feel like now the king himself can return from the shadows and start running amok, especially with Kashtira. Like I said, we're going to need bigger, beefier monsters. So this is a open discussion. I feel like now I'm going to start taking in Malicious Bane into my deck again and start using them, and hopefully I can't play for the people watching this who like to watch our local support videos, because we get pretty good views in them. We're pretty good for our size. We're still growing. I can't go to the next one because it's Super Bowl. Oh man, I know, sports ball, right? But it's the Super Bowl, so I can't go to my locals to play this week, but I can the next one. So, like, not this upcoming, not tomorrow. As I'm recording this video, it's Saturday. Not Sunday, but I can next week, which is fun because we actually got a lot of other videos we're working on. Some Master Duel content's going to become more Master Duel videos will be coming up soon, as well as Michael will start bringing, like, here's the thing. I do mostly Black War Greymon when it comes to Digimon. That's kind of it, really, because like he's my favorite Digimon. So Michael's going to be doing more of the competitive side for Digimon here on the channel, as well as our Pokemon Unite videos. So we're working on those because Michael's actually really good. He got invited to play like at a team tournament, so he's actually pretty good. So if you're interested in Pokemon Unite content and be ready for that. So we got videos in the meantime, but I can't go and play IRL Yu-Gi-Oh just for this next upcoming 2 weeks. Plus my pop's birthday is coming up soon, so that takes priority. But basically the conversation that I want to think my thoughts on this to get it finally out. I mean, to basically, because I don't want the video to go too long. I feel like the new hero monster, the new Flame Wingman. By the way, any old school GX fans here are just excited the idea of playing Flame Wingman again. Like I'm super excited for that. I mean, Elemental Hero, a Shining Flare Wingman might still be my favorite fusion monster, period, of all time. Like no cap, he's probably still my favorite. I love that card so much. It's so cool looking. I remember in the old school DS champ 2000 like 7 8 championship DS games, I would constantly just make that my card. I my ace card to summon. But back on track. I'm so sorry. Um, basically, I feel like that card is going to be strong for Neos decks, which is good because, like I said, I'm working on bringing a Neos deck profile here. I'm actually bummed that, like I said, I sold my hero stuff, like my collection a while ago. Like not my hero collection, my GX collection. This is before Neo started getting all the support he got. I used to have the secret rare, like a set of secret rare Neos, and my Winking Winkeribo from the video game. Damn, I need to get more copies of those. But basically, I'm working on deck profiles for Neos, and I want to come back with results. So we're going to try also recording some live content again for the channel. We've been slacking on that. Sorry. So we're gonna. I feel like people rather see IRL content. So I'm gonna try to get some gameplay for Heroes soon, as well as Madolce if you like Madolce as well. So if you're interested in that, and go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Should I this plug in again? But I feel like this card is primarily strong for Neos decks. And I think Malicious Bane can come back to a mainstay here in the deck. Like if anybody has seen like our other deck profiles that we've done, I mean that I've done on Heroes, they already know that personally for me, the main field that I like to end on is see if I can find them. Let's see. Ah, there it is. Plasma. Ah, there it is. The primary field I like to end on is like I try to at least is DPE, Dark Law with Plasma. Now, already this is a crazy field, but if I can also end with having Bane on this field as well, it is just ridiculous for my opponents. Like, I'm not kidding. There have been many times they just scooped right there. They just wanted to go game two as soon as I ended on a field like this. So I feel like he could become a mainstay again, and I'm definitely going to be experimenting with it and try to get the perfect deck list I can. And as soon as I can, I get results. Like as soon as after I test in my locals, I'll come back with an updated deck profile for the upcoming. Because again, since the new ban list isn't in effect till the 13th, and we got a special video coming up for Valentine's Day, so you want to see that, you feel like you want to get some laps, like I said, be prepared for that. But basically, the new ban list isn't going into effect till the 13th, but I'm definitely going to be making adjustments and start experimenting with Bane. So that's my main thoughts behind all this. This is honestly a really interesting time in the format because tier zero formats I feel like are really everyone has their opinions. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of them, but I feel like when they end, there's always a huge fluctuation of different decks because people are trying to experiment and see what works. So I'm really excited to see that, and honestly, I'm really excited for Heroes. Like I'm always excited for Heroes, but I'm really excited to see what we could be, what the I guess you could say the hero community will be popping up next. So I feel like Bane can make a comeback, and if you agree with me, go ahead and leave in the comments what you think of Bane as well as the new Flame Wingman, and that's pretty much everything. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.